Hey guys, it's Rachel and I want to start off 2018 by wrapping up my 2017 project pan. And this time around my project pan definitely went better, but I think I learned a lot throughout this project pan and I think my 2018 project pan will be a lot better. But anyway, let's look back at my 2017 project pan products and see how much I've used up and if I finished any of the products. So the first product I finished up was the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. Granted, it was only 0.6 fluid ounces, so there wasn't that much product. Originally, I did not enjoy this foundation, but as I continued using it, I really began to enjoy this foundation. I have a whole review on this if you want to see it. I'll link it either down below or up on the eye. Great for oily skin and dry skin and looks super natural. This is a great everyday foundation. I think I will repurchase this foundation again at some point, but not right now because I have a lot of foundations I have to get through. But once I get through them, I definitely think I'm going to repurchase this. So the next product I'm super proud of, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof Concealer. I finished this whole thing up. As you can see, I've squeezed the tube. There is a little bit left at the bottom. So there was a lot of product in this concealer. There was 0.5 fluid ounces in this concealer, so pretty much this was the same size as the foundation I used up, and this is a concealer which you use on less area on your face. But as you can see from my little marks here, I started all the way up here and pretty much used the whole entire tube this year. So another product I used up was my e.l.f. brow pencil. I was a little bit sad to see this one go, but I am happy that it's used up and done. I have never really finished up a whole brow product before, and this was a good brow pencil. I think for the price it is pretty good because it's only $2. It is a little bit thicker of a brow pencil, so if you have really thin brows, this may not be the one for you, but if you have thicker brows, this is a really great brow pencil. So I'm pretty much calling this foundation done, and this is my Revlon Color Stay foundation. I was only trying to use up the foundation part, and as you can see, I've used up pretty much all of the product. I had to repress it because I had it around the edges and it was so hard to get to, so I had to kind of repress it and move it to the center. However, this product is starting to catch some brush hairs, and I swear it's getting some of my sponge in it too, and it's kind of just like changing the texture of it, so it's not as easy to use anymore. So I'm calling this one done. It's not cruelty free, so I'm glad to get it out of my collection. It wasn't the best foundation by any means. It was like pretty mediocre. I don't even know if they still make this anymore. So this next product I introduced in my project pan during my first and only update, and this is the Sexy Mama powder from The Balm. I don't remember what my progress was in my last update video. I either just hit pan on the corner or I was close to hitting pan on the corner. Well, that pan has grew quite a bit. As you can see there, I've pretty much used up this whole little corner right here. The powder around it's pretty thin, so I should be using that like half pretty soon. I am going to be rolling this over into my 2018 project pan. This powder isn't anything life-changing. It's just a regular powder I use to set my face. It's translucent. It doesn't give any coverage to it. It just sets your face. I am proud of the progress I made on this, and hopefully I will use it up in 2018. So my two face primers. So the number 7 one, as you can see, I started off up here, so there really wasn't that much to use, and I am kind of forcing the last little bit out of it, but this is pretty much completely done. They actually don't make this anymore, which makes me super sad. This was a great primer, and yeah, clearly I can't repurchase it because they don't make it anymore, but I did really enjoy using it while I had it, and I'm so glad that this is done because I have so many primers, and I'm not even the biggest primer fan, so don't know how that happened. So the next primer is the Becca Evermatte primer, and when I started, I was up here at the top of the letters, and now I am at the bottom of the silver part. There is a little bit left at the bottom, but I'm pretty much ready to call this done. When I think about it, I only use this primer on my nose. I don't use it anywhere else. So it's a really small surface area. So I use a pretty good amount of this. This was a really great mattifying primer. Again, I only used it in my nose area because it's very, 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 very mattifying. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it because there are similar options for cheaper at the drugstore, but this primer did do its job and I did enjoy using it. So the next product I made good progress on, but I'm not done with, and this is the Ulta Eye Primer in the shade Nude Matte. I love this eye primer a lot. So when I started, I was about halfway here, and then I'm pretty much at the bottom of the words right now, right here. There is quite a bit of product left, so I will be rolling this over to my 2018 project pan. There is a huge air bubble in here, I swear, because I use this all the time and it should be done by now. But there's like an air bubble in here and I don't know where this air bubble is sitting. It's been in here since I started my project pan. I thought it would be gone by now, but it's not. So once I hit that air bubble, I'll probably go through this really quickly and almost be done. But for now, I made really good progress. I'm super happy with the amount of progress I used on this, and you'll be seeing this in my project pan for 2018. As you saw in my last update, I did hit pan on my butter bronzer. I haven't really been using it since hitting pan on it just because I was a little bit overusing it, and also I was trying to hit pan on some of my other bronzers, but here is the pan on my butter bronzer. It's a pretty good pan. It took me about half the year to hit pan on this bronzer. I really do still enjoy this bronzer, and I'm not going to use it up next year because I am going to try to use up a different bronzer next year, but I do still reach for this and I really still do enjoy this bronzer a lot. So this next product I've been using every single day, trying to get some kind of progress on it, and I swear it's going nowhere, and this is the Never Ending product. Super weird because I swear I've gone through one of these, but now for some reason I can't go through this one. So this is the Bare Minerals Eye Brightener in the shade Well Rested. So basically this is like a brightening powder you put under your eyes to make your eyes look brighter, more awake, and it's yellow so it kind of color corrects at the same time. And so I've been using this every single day under my eyes. It does a great job brightening your under eyes, but I swear this has moved nowhere. So the start of the project, I was at the top line. At the update, I was a little bit lower, but not much, and I'm pretty much at the same line. Like, the thickness of the Sharpie is where I am now. So I couldn't draw a new line. I have been using this every day. I don't know why this isn't going nowhere. I am a little bit discouraged. I think I might try to use it up again in 2018, but clearly this thing lasts forever. So if you want a good under eye setting powder that really brightens your under eyes, this is a great one to go for, especially since you don't go through it that fast. Alright, let's talk about my lip products. So, I think I mentioned this in my update video, but all year my lips have been super chapped to the point where they're peeling, they're bleeding. I couldn't put anything but lip balm on them. So I haven't really made much progress on my lip products, but I'll show it to you anyway. This is my Maybelline lipstick in the shade Touchable Taupe, I think. Yes, Touchable Taupe. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. I was super sad that's not cruelty-free, but I think I used up a lot of it. I think this is pretty much the same progress I had in my first update because I haven't really touched it much. But this lipstick, I mean, it smells okay, but the texture is getting a little bit gritty, so I think I am going to throw it out because it's old. Love the color. I wish it was cruelty-free. I need to find a cruelty-free dupe of this. I wish I used it up before I threw it out because that was my goal since I knew it was getting old, but it just has to go. And next product was my Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Rock and Rose. I actually made decent progress on this. I'll try to insert a photo somewhere of where I was at my last update, but I have pretty much used up most of it. There's just a little tiny bit left. So I think I am also going to roll this over into 2018 and try to finish up. This one didn't go bad. So now I'm just going to quickly mention some products that I went through previously that I forgot to save. And so the first one was my MAC Pro Longwear. I finished that up completely. And then I also finished up my Physicians Formula Eye Booster Eyeliner. Those two products I finished super early in the project. I don't even think they were in my first project video. So those two are gone. And so now you're probably wondering, you saw some other products in my intro video and my update video, like where are they now? And pretty much I gave up on them. I just wasn't going anywhere with them. I wasn't enjoying using them, so I passed them along or decluttered them into the garbage can. So I just want to quickly mention those products. So the first one was the Face Shop Velvet Primer. I'll insert a photo somewhere. It was just really silicone-y, and I hate the feeling of silicone on my face. I like smoothing primers, but that one was just too greasy and slippy feeling. So I passed it on to a friend, and she's using it up for me. And then this other product was the Garnier BB Cream, which I mentioned earlier in a video that I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep using it. And I did not like it anymore at all. Just, I didn't like the coverage. It looked weird on my skin. It was really old. It probably was bad, so I just tossed that one to the garbage. And the last product I mentioned in my update video that I was adding in, but then quickly decided to declutter it to a friend instead. And that was the Wet n Wild Smoke and Melrose quad or quince. I'll put a little photo of it up here. I was using it and I really do enjoy the shades in it. However, the formula wasn't my favorite, and I brought in a lot of eyeshadow palettes this year, and so using up an eyeshadow palette that I wasn't super in love with and neglecting some of my newer products just made me kind of sad, so I decided to pass that one on to a friend so she could enjoy it and use it up. I calculated the total cost of makeup that I used up this year, and I used up $150.62 worth of makeup this year, which I didn't include like other things I ran out of. Like, there are some products I ran out of just because I was using them, but just from this project alone, I used up $150 worth of makeup, which isn't a lot considering how much makeup I bought this year, but I am pretty proud that I used up at least over $100 worth of makeup. That is the conclusion of my project pan for 2017. I am not a pro project panner like some people here on YouTube, so my project probably seemed mediocre to some, but hey, I tried. Next year I plan on making it better, and you will see my project pan for 2018 intro going up soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if I find time to film. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my project this year, and hopefully you guys will subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next project, and bye!